Let's fucking go. Let's go, Oda. Look, I'm not gonna lie to none of you niggas. I'm hype as shit. Bro. Motherfucker gotta say goodbye to Shoe Sweet, G. It's over with, G. We in my gang now. Like, we are legit in my gang. Bro, it's over with. It's over with. It's over fucking with. It's over with. In my gang, we out here. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Sensei the Glove, the bald-head black anime nerd, back with my review of One Piece manga chapter 955, Enma, the end of Act 2 of Wano, and it is fucking fire, bro. I love it. Beginning to end, this was a solid fucking chapter. Like, amazing. Beginning to end. Not just because I'm a Zoro stan, yes, because I'm a Zoro stan, but just because we finally get to the end of Act 2, and with everything coming together, like, I finally get that appreciation for Act 2 that week to week I wasn't really getting. This was great. From beginning to end, obviously the beginning of the chapter, we find out Hiyori, I guess, got put away. She wanted to not meet up with them. Why? I have no idea. I still think that's kind of like weird of Oda to do, to purposely not, have them link up. She said in the chapter, I didn't want to arouse emotions, but you told everybody that she's alive. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's gonna arouse enough emotions, especially with the fact that, she's not with them, like, actively. So it's like, now she's just out in the world. Wano's a dangerous place. What if she gets captured? Yes, I do personally believe she is gonna get captured, and that's gonna be a plot point in Act 3 at some point, especially based on what we know, that something that happened at the end of the chapter. But moving on from there, some of the hypest pieces of the fucking chapter obviously come from my boy Zoro, the GOAT, the motherfucking Ace Boon Kun of the Straw Hat Pirates, the Hitetsu dude. He basically pulls out, his like that little that little scroll shit that he had. Found out that was what was holding Enma and Amahaka no Bokiri, whatever, the second blade, the one that cuts the heavens. So he was holding him, so there was no Hiyori needed to get that, whatever. He asks Momo, like, hey, you ready for yours? Momo like, nah, I ain't ready yet, fam. And then he also gives Enma to Zoro. In which case, Zoro's holding it, and they like, look, try to cut this tree. This nigga Zoro's such a boss. The man, first of all, the man cuts the fucking cliff. Like, the cliff of this fucking, like, hill that they're standing on. Effortless, like, on accident. Like, what the fuck? Fucking Sanji, L taking ass, is hype. Right before the shit, fucking Kinemon, bro. Kinemon like, look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. If it was me, I wouldn't take that sword. But Zoro ain't no bitch, bro. So we learn more about Enma. We learn that it is a great, one of the 21 great grade swords. It has the power, it's like the quirk of it, or the power of it, it basically it outputs a whole lot of haki of the user. So it's basically absorbing the power of the user to deal out like much more powerful slashes than a typical, sword would. So I'm assuming that like mastering Enma is gonna be more of a regulation of power, like regulating your haki back and forth to the blade, to yourself, back and forth, you know what I mean? Because they basically say that weak samurai cannot control it because they basically are ran dry of their haki holding this blade. Zoro not no bitch. He tell a blade, look, give me my haki back. Fuck out of here. And we get the confirmation that with this blade, Zoro now becomes stronger. Upgrade, power up. I'm fucking with it. But obviously, like I said in my past reviews, I think it's the blade's 10%. Like, you gotta be a strong swordsman to wield a strong blade. So I don't think the blade itself, I mean, although blades do have their own powers, I don't think the blade makes the swordsman. The swordsman make the blade, basically. We also learn in this chapter, since we're on the topic of Zoro, that Zoro's blade, like Enma and Wado Ichimonji, were made by the same master, who was the Shimatsuki guy from like over 50 years ago. He basically left Wano, and I'm guessing that's leading more to he left Wano. He started the village in East Blue, and he made the sword, or he probably made the sword a while ago, but just passed it down. That was probably Zoro's master's dad or some shit like that. I'm just hoping that it's not like Zoro's uncle or no goofy shit like that, because that just wouldn't make sense. But yes, so we learn more about that, and Hitetsu believes that probably is the reason why Hiyori kind of was okay with giving it to him, because it's like, okay, well, you already have a sword made by Shimizuki, so you probably know what it is. But that just leads me to believe, what is the power of Wado Ichimonji? Like, what is the difference? Like, what is Wado's quirk? Like, if it doesn't take the power of who you are, like, it's not a demon blade like Sandai Katetsu, and it's not, you know, so like, what is its quirk? I'm also excited to know how this blade Enma is gonna work with his techniques, because obviously Sandai gives him more of this demon aura because it's a cursed blade, this, that, and the third. The chapter talks a lot about, you know, magical powers, stuff like that. I obviously don't think magical powers, but they mean just kind of like the curses and the power of the blade. So I'm very interested to know how Enma is gonna work with a lot of Zoro's techniques. More demon shit, because this is the blade that cuts through hell, so very well may be just a whole bunch of more demon shit. From that, we also get Luffy training. Luffy's, you know, going gear 4, still knocking around that metal shit. He's saying it's not enough, but then towards the end of the chapter, we see he actually is getting the fucking hang of it. He punches the tree, and it blows out the backside instead of the front. And it's just hype as fuck. Like, it's hype. Like, I know I went into this like, yo, Luffy can't beat this nigga like Kaido, bro, 1v1. And I still don't think he's taking him out 1v1, but I do think he's closer to that than he's closer to that Yonko level than we giving him credit at this point. Like, at this point, I think he's gonna blue no one of these commanders. Like, it's not even gonna be like one of them type of fights. Like, he's gonna blue no one of these commanders. Like, I don't know if it's Jack, I don't know if it's Queen. I want it to be Queen. Just on some, yeah, you remember all that shit you was talking in the prison? I'm on your ass, nigga. Like, I want it to be one of them. But, you know, bro, I'm super with it. Aside from that, obviously everybody's getting in position. Hiyori's staying where she is. We got a beautiful panel of the 7 scabbers that are there, basically walking away while fucking Oda's narrating. Like, Oda's narration, bro, be having me hype. That nigga don't narrate all the time. So he narrating, I'll be like, nigga, I'll be hype as shit. So he's narrating like, man, you know, these people have the scabbards have seen defeat. They're probably broken over the loss of their master, but here they are standing. The ground is crumbling beneath their feet as if they're walking on snow. Like, yo, that shit was lit. And as we see them walking off with Momo in the front, little bitch ass in the front, I'm like, you Nick, bro, he hyped. Yes, I'm hyped as fuck. Like, this was phenomenal, bro. Like, phenomenal. I fucking love it. We get a shot of the different people that are still working in mines. We find out that Kaido's forces are about 30,000 minus, you know, we don't know what Big Mom's forces that add to that are. But 30,000 to the 4,200 that we have. This leads me to believe, simply because Frankie has alluded that, you know, we have ships for 10,000 men. The Straw Hat fleet is about 5,600 or something like that. So I have almost every reason to believe the Straw Hat fleet fuck around and pop up. Because, you know, in the chapter, we get this moment where they're like, how much you want to bet it's going to be 10,000 people that show up? You know, it's like, it's probably going to be 10,000. Like, what do you mean? We only got 4,200, like, da-da-da. So I'm thinking if the Straw Hat fleet doesn't show up, it's going to be the Straw Hats breaking the people out of those mines, and then it becomes like an even 10,000. But I would love for the Straw Hat Grand Fleet to come up. Oda did say he has something big planned for the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. If this is the time, this is the time. And this is another reason why this chapter is hype as fuck. The last panel, which was, I guess, the most controversial, was Orochi was reading a paper where he found out that, 1, the report from Udon that Udon was okay was a lie. 2, Hiyori is alive and he knows where she is. 3, he knows the location, like the new location for where they're supposed to be meeting up. And then right next to that, we got Law. I clearly think that's a misdirection by Oda on purpose, because it's almost like, why is Law even there? I don't think that Law snitched, or I don't think he betrayed the Straw Hats, simply because how the fuck would Law know any of the information that was just stated? Law doesn't know that Luffy got out the prison. He didn't even, like, he had no idea that happened. Law hasn't been around for quite some time. He also doesn't know anything about the Hiyori situation, and he didn't have anything to do with the whole Yasu changing the symbol shit. So that kind of leaves me like, I don't think he knew any of that. I'm thinking if there is a traitor, bro, it has to be one of the scabbards. I have no idea if it's the ones that we've seen or if it's a different one. But the only people that know about Hiyori was Kawamatsu Zoro, and Kawamatsu told the rest of the scabbards. It very well could be Shinobu, but fuck Shinobu because she trash, talking shit about like Law and shit. But again, I don't think it's Law. I think Oda's trying to send us in a different direction on purpose, which he has done before. Other than that, my thoughts on the chapter before I get to my rating, something that I really going back to Big Mom, that I really don't want, but I know is gonna fucking happen. We haven't seen them like state that Big Mom is here, like, to nobody. And by them I mean Kiku, Momonosuke, Kawamatsu, Luffy, or Chopper tell any of them, oh yeah, Big Mom's here. So I feel like when the shit really hit the fan, it's gonna be like, everybody gonna be like, why the fuck is Big Mom here? And it's gonna be like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. That's like that's a big piece. Like, I understand they may not know that they're aligned. That's fine. They can be surprised about that. But don't be surprised that she's here. Like, you know she's in Wano because you just tried to fight her and got smacked the fuck around. But overall, this is a 10 out of 10 chapter, bro. I fucking love this chapter. Oda has officially hyped me for Act 3. The war that is going to change the fate of the world is going to begin. The Marines have to pop up. The world government got to pop up. Niggas got to show up. I need to see this shit. If I'm being completely honest, I think they're going to get their ass beat. Like, I think this is going to be an epic fail for them. And then it's going to be either they get captured and it's going to be like a regroup type of situation, or they get captured and the Marines show up, and like the ruckus from that type of battle breaks them out. And then now we have a second fight where it's like, no, I'm really on niggas' ass. And that's kind of how things conclude. Because going off the timeline, like I said in my last chapter, on my last review, going off the timeline that Hawkins gave Luffy, which was a month, we've only been in Wano for 2 weeks. So we still got another 2 weeks to, complete that timeline. I am interested to know what Law's, what the fuck is going on with Law, what the fuck is going on with Kid, Drake, everybody. But I know Act 3 about to be lit. As far as the next chapter, I kind of want them to either go back to the Reverie so we can know, where everybody at, where the pieces are and shit like that, or give us a backstory on kind of the Odin shit. Like, this is a perfect time to give us an Odin backstory because you gave us that powerful fucking panel with the scabbards, with that speech and shit, so that if the next Wano chapter was like backstory 20 years ago in Wano, you know what I mean? Like, I would fucking love that. But like I said, man, 10 out of 10 chapter, this fucking lit, bro. Let me know what you thought of my review in the comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the chapter, if you thought it was just as lit. Tell me how hyped you are for Act 3 of Wano that we never thought would fucking come, but it's fucking here. We ain't got no break, so it's here. Like, comment, subscribe. Fuck with your boy Sensei Lit Glove. Follow me on Twitter at Sensei Lit Glove. Follow me on Instagram at Sensei Lit Glove. Hit me up in the comments. Other than that, Sensei Lit Glove out.